chosen one. Your own true identity will shock you, guaranteed. You are not who you think you are, and if you scroll away or ignore this moment, you may miss a revelation that was meant to break chains, open doors, and release a blessing that has been waiting for you for a very long time. I am speaking to you now because the identity you have been living in is only a shadow of the truth I placed inside you. What is about to be revealed will shake the way you see yourself, your past, and your future. Stay with these words, because what you are about to understand is not small, it is life-changing, and it is meant only for those who are ready to see. Type Amen to affirm. Your true identity is not built from your failures, your fears, or the opinions of people who never understood you. Your identity was formed by me before you ever took your first breath, and it carries a purpose that no mistake could ever erase. You have been walking through life feeling overlooked, misunderstood, and sometimes even lost, but that feeling was never proof that you were ordinary. It was proof that you were different, set apart, and carrying something within you that the world could not easily recognize. What you are about to discover is that everything you thought disqualified you was actually shaping you for something greater. Listen closely, because this is where the truth begins to unfold in a way you cannot ignore. You have been living beneath your calling, not because you are weak, but because you were never taught who you really are. People labeled you based on what they could see, but they could not see what I placed inside your spirit. They saw your struggles and assumed limits, but I saw your strength and wrote destiny. The identity you have been wearing was built by survival, but the identity I gave you was built for victory. Before you go any further, take a moment and gently press the like button, because this moment is not random, and your simple action is a sign that you are ready to receive what has been hidden from you. You were not created to simply exist and pass through life unnoticed. You were designed with intention, with precision, and with a level of depth that most people around you will never fully understand. That is why you often felt like you did not belong, even in places where you tried your hardest to fit in. It was not rejection, it was protection, guiding you away from spaces that could not hold who you truly are. You thought you were being pushed away, but I was pulling you towards something that matched your real identity. The truth that will shock you is this: you carry authority, not because of anything you earned, but because of who you are in me. There is a strength inside you that has not even been fully activated yet, and the moments that tried to break you were actually preparing you to handle it. You have survived things that should have crushed you, and you walked away stronger even when you did not understand how. That is not luck, that is design, and it is tied directly to your true identity. Type 1111 if you believe. You have been questioning yourself, doubting your worth, and wondering why your path has been so different from others. The answer is simple, but it carries weight. Your path is different because your assignment is different. I did not create you to follow, I created you to stand, to lead, and to influence in ways that go beyond what you can currently see. That is why your journey has felt heavy at times, because you were being built to carry something significant. What you are beginning to understand now is that your identity is not fragile. It does not break when life becomes difficult, and it does not disappear when people walk away. Your identity is anchored in something eternal, something that cannot be taken from you no matter what you face. You have been looking for validation in places that could never give it, and that search has left you feeling empty. But the truth is, you were never meant to be defined by others. You were meant to be revealed by me. There is a reason you feel this pull right now, a quiet but powerful awareness that something deeper is being uncovered. That feeling is not confusion, it is awakening. It is the moment where the old version of you begins to fade and the real you starts to rise. This process may feel uncomfortable because it challenges everything you thought you knew about yourself. But do not run from it, because on the other side of this realization is a clarity that will change everything. You are not small, you are not insignificant, and you are not forgotten. You are chosen, not in a way that separates you from others with pride, but in a way that gives you responsibility and purpose. Your identity carries weight because it is connected to something greater than your own understanding. And as you begin to accept this truth, you will notice a shift in how you think, how you move, and how you see the world around you. The life you are stepping into requires you to see yourself differently. You cannot carry a powerful identity while holding on to a weak self-image. You cannot walk in purpose while believing you are unworthy. That is why this moment matters so much, because it is the beginning of a change that starts within you. When you see yourself the way I see you, everything else will begin to align in ways that once felt impossible. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. Your true identity carries a strength that does not depend on circumstances. It does not rise and fall based on how others treat you or what situations you face. It is steady, rooted, and deeply connected to something that cannot be shaken. That is why even in your lowest moments, there was still something inside you that refused to give up. You may have felt tired, you may have felt defeated, but you were never destroyed, because your identity is built on something far stronger than what tried to break you. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You are beginning to understand that your struggles were not random events scattered across your life. They were carefully allowed moments that shaped your awareness, your resilience, and your depth. Each challenge you faced carved out space within you for something greater to grow. What once felt like loss was actually preparation, and what once felt like confusion was leading you toward clarity. Your identity was never lost. It was simply hidden beneath layers that are now being removed. There is a shift happening inside you, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. It feels like a quiet strength replacing doubt, like a calm confidence slowly pushing out fear. This is not something you forced, it is something that is being revealed. You are stepping into an awareness that changes how you carry yourself and how you respond to life. The same situations that once overwhelmed you will begin to feel different because you are no longer seeing them from the same place. You have spent so much time questioning your worth, wondering if you were enough, wondering if you mattered. But now, you are starting to see that your worth was never something you had to prove. It was already established, already written, already secured before you even understood it. The need for approval begins to fade when you realize that you were already accepted. The need to chase validation begins to disappear when you recognize that you were already chosen. Your identity is not something you need to build from scratch. It is something you need to remember and accept. It has always been there, waiting for you to stop believing the lies that kept you small. Those lies were loud, persistent, and sometimes convincing, but they were never true. Now that you are seeing beyond them, you are starting to feel the freedom that comes with truth. And that freedom will continue to grow as you walk deeper into who you really are. There is also something else you need to understand, something that may surprise you, Not everyone will be able to handle the real you. As your true identity begins to shine, it will naturally create distance between you and people who were only connected to the version of you that was limited. This is not something to fear. It is something to accept. Growth often changes relationships, not because you are losing people, but because you are stepping into a space that requires something different. You are not being abandoned, you are being repositioned. You are being aligned with environments, opportunities, and connections that match your true identity. The discomfort you may feel during this process is temporary, but the transformation is lasting. Do not hold yourself back just to remain comfortable for others. You were not created to shrink yourself. You were created to expand into the fullness of who you are. As this truth settles deeper within you, you will begin to notice a change in your decisions. You will start choosing differently, not because you are trying to prove something, but because you see things more clearly now. You will walk away from what no longer aligns with you, and you will step toward what strengthens you. This is not a sudden shift. It is a steady awakening that continues to unfold. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. There is a power in knowing who you are that cannot be easily explained. It brings a peace that remains even when life feels uncertain. It brings a courage that does not depend on perfect conditions, and it brings a clarity that guides you even when the path is not fully visible. This is the kind of power that comes from identity, not from external success or recognition, but from an internal truth that cannot be shaken. You are also being prepared to carry influence, whether you realize it or not. Your life is not only about you, it is also about the impact you will have on others. The strength you have developed, the wisdom you have gained, and the awareness you are stepping into will all become tools that help others find their way. You have walked through things that will one day become guidance for someone else. Your identity is connected to purpose, and that purpose reaches beyond your own life. Do not be surprised if you begin to feel a stronger sense of direction. This is not pressure, it is alignment. You are being guided into spaces where your true identity can be expressed fully. What once felt confusing will begin to make sense, and what once felt out of reach will begin to come closer. This is the natural result of stepping into who you were always meant to be. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. You are not late, and you have not missed your moment. Everything is unfolding exactly as it needs to. The timing of your awakening is intentional, and it is happening now because you are ready. There were things you needed to go through before you could truly understand this level of truth. And now that you are here, nothing can take it away from you. As you continue forward, remember this. Your identity is not something fragile that needs constant protection. It is something strong that stands firm regardless of what comes your way. You do not need to hide it, and you do not need to doubt it. You only need to walk in it, step by step, with confidence and trust. But now, those walls are starting to crack, and light is beginning to enter places that were once filled with doubt. This is the beginning of a deeper transformation that will continue to unfold, no matter how uncertain it may feel. You may notice that certain thoughts no longer sit comfortably within you. Ideas that once felt normal now feel heavy, as if they no longer belong to who you are becoming. This is not confusion, it is clarity rising. It is your spirit recognizing truth and rejecting what no longer aligns with it. The discomfort you feel is part of the process, because growth often requires letting go of what once felt familiar. Type 222 to receive blessings. There is also a quiet strength forming within you, one that does not need to prove itself loudly. It is not about showing the world who you are, but about knowing it deeply within yourself. This strength allows you to stand firm even when others do not understand you. It allows you to move forward even when the path is not fully clear, and most importantly, it allows you to trust that you are being guided even when you cannot see every step ahead. You are no longer meant to live from a place of fear or hesitation. The identity you carry is not fragile, it is powerful, and it was designed to move forward with confidence. This does not mean you will never feel uncertain again, but it means uncertainty will no longer control you. You will begin to act from a place of inner knowing rather than external pressure. And that shift will change everything about how you experience life. As you continue to step into this truth, you will begin to notice how your energy changes. You will feel less drawn to things that drain you and more connected to what strengthens you. This is not accidental, it is alignment. Your true identity naturally moves toward what supports it and away from what weakens it. You are learning to listen to that inner guidance, even if it feels new or unfamiliar at first. There is something else you need to understand clearly. Your identity carries a calling that is not meant to be hidden. For a long time, you may have tried to blend in, to avoid standing out, to protect yourself from judgment or rejection. But that season is coming to an end. You are being called to stand in who you are, not with arrogance, but with quiet confidence. The world around you may not fully understand it, but that is not your responsibility. Type 555 to affirm. You are stepping into a space where you no longer need to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You no longer need to apologize for your growth or your awareness. The identity you carry is meant to be expressed, not suppressed. And as you allow yourself to fully step into it, you will begin to see opportunities open in ways that once seemed impossible. Do not be surprised if new paths begin to appear before you. These are not random chances, they are aligned openings created for you to step into your purpose. You may feel a mix of excitement and hesitation, and that is natural. Growth often comes with uncertainty, but it also comes with expansion. The key is to move forward with trust, even when you do not have all the answers. You have spent so much time preparing for this moment without even realizing it. Every challenge, every delay, every moment of questioning has been part of your preparation. Nothing was wasted, even the parts that felt painful or confusing. They all contributed to the strength and awareness you now carry within you, and that preparation is what allows you to step into your true identity with confidence. There is a deeper level of peace that is beginning to settle inside you. It is not the kind of peace that comes from everything going perfectly. It is the kind of peace that remains even when life is uncertain. This peace comes from knowing who you are and trusting that you are being guided. It is steady, quiet, and powerful, and it will continue to grow as you move forward. You are also becoming more aware of your intuition, that inner voice that gently guides you. It has always been there, but now you are learning to trust it more. This guidance will help you navigate decisions, relationships, and opportunities. It will lead you away from what does not serve you and toward what aligns with your true identity. The more you listen, the clearer it will become. There may be moments where you feel tested, where situations arise that challenge your growth. These are not setbacks, they are confirmations. They are opportunities for you to stand in your truth and choose differently than before. Each time you respond from your true identity, you strengthen it. And each time you do, you move further away from the old version of yourself. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not becoming someone new. You are returning to who you have always been. This is not about changing your essence. It is about uncovering it. The layers that once covered your identity are being removed, one by one, and what remains is something strong, clear, and deeply aligned with your purpose. As this continues, you will notice that your perspective on life shifts. You will begin to see possibilities where you once saw limitations. You will begin to feel hope where you once felt doubt. And you will begin to move with intention rather than reaction. This shift will affect every area of your life, from your thoughts to your actions to your relationships. You are stepping into a version of yourself that is not easily shaken, a version that understands its worth and does not seek approval to exist. A version that trusts the process, even when it does not fully understand it. This is the power of identity, and it is something that will continue to grow within you. You may start to notice that you are less affected by things that once disturbed your peace. Situations that used to pull you into stress or confusion now feel different, as if they no longer have the same power over you. This is not because your life has suddenly become easier, but because you are no longer the same person facing those situations. Your identity has shifted, and with that shift comes a new way of experiencing everything around you. What once controlled you now loses its hold. Type 1010 if you trust God. There is also a growing sense of clarity in your decisions. You are no longer second-guessing yourself the way you used to. Even when you do not have all the answers, there is a quiet confidence guiding you forward. This confidence does not come from knowing everything. It comes from trusting who you are becoming. You are learning to move with faith instead of fear, and that is changing the direction of your life. You are also beginning to recognize patterns that once went unnoticed. You can see how certain situations repeated themselves, how certain people influenced your path, and how certain choices shaped your experiences. But now, you are no longer trapped in those patterns. You have the awareness to choose differently, and that awareness is a direct result of stepping into your true identity. You are no longer living on autopilot, you are living with intention. There is something powerful about this moment that you should not ignore. You are not just evolving, you are awakening. The identity you are stepping into is not temporary, it is foundational. It will influence every area of your life, from your relationships to your purpose to your future. This is not a small change, it is a complete transformation of how you see yourself and how you live. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You may also begin to feel a stronger sense of separation from things that no longer align with you. This can feel uncomfortable at times because it may involve letting go of habits, environments, or even relationships that once felt familiar. But this separation is necessary for your growth. You cannot fully step into your true identity while holding on to what was never meant to stay. Letting go is not loss, it is alignment. As you continue to move forward, you will notice that your voice begins to change. You will speak with more clarity, more confidence, and more truth. You will no longer feel the need to filter yourself, to fit into spaces that do not honor who you are. This does not mean you will become harsh or disconnected. It means you will become authentic. And that authenticity will naturally attract the right people into your life. There is also a deeper level of responsibility that comes with this identity. You are not only called to know who you are, but to live in a way that reflects it. This means making choices that align with your truth, even when it is not the easiest option. It means standing firm in your values, even when others do not understand. And it means trusting that your path is being guided, even when it looks different from others. You have been given a strength that is meant to be used, not hidden. This strength is not about control or dominance. It is about stability and influence. It allows you to remain grounded in situations that would normally shake others. It allows you to bring clarity into confusion and peace into chaos. This is part of your identity, and it will become more visible as you continue to embrace it. There may be moments where you feel overwhelmed by how much is changing within you. This is natural, because growth at this level can feel intense, but do not mistake intensity for instability. What you are experiencing is expansion, and expansion often comes with discomfort. The key is to remain grounded and trust the process, even when it feels unfamiliar. You are also being prepared to step into opportunities that require this level of awareness. These opportunities may not look the way you expect, but they will align with who you are becoming. You will feel a sense of recognition when they appear, a quiet knowing that this is part of your path. Trust that feeling, because it is guiding you toward what is meant for you. Your identity is also connected to the way you influence others, even without trying. People will begin to notice something different about you. They may not be able to explain it, but they will feel it. This is because your presence carries a certain energy, one that comes from knowing who you are. This influence is not forced, it is natural, and it will grow as you continue to align with your truth. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. There is a level of peace that comes with this awareness that cannot be taken from you. It does not depend on external circumstances, and it does not disappear when things become difficult. It is rooted in something deeper, something that remains steady regardless of what happens around you. This peace will become your foundation as you continue to move forward. You are not alone in this process, even if it feels that way at times. There is guidance available to you, both within you and around you. The more you trust this guidance, the clearer it will become. You are learning to listen, to observe, and to respond with intention. This is part of your growth, and it will continue to develop as you move forward. As you continue to step into your true identity, you will begin to see your life from a different perspective. You will understand that nothing you went through was wasted. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of doubt played a role in shaping who you are today. And now, all of those pieces are coming together in a way that makes sense. You are becoming someone who is not easily shaken, not easily distracted, and not easily influenced by negativity. This does not mean you will never face challenges, but it means you will face them differently. You will approach them with awareness, with strength, and with a sense of purpose that was not there before. You are now entering a phase where your identity will not just be something you understand, but something you actively live. This is where everything begins to feel more real, more solid, and more undeniable within you. You are no longer standing at the edge of awareness, you are stepping fully into it. The truth you have been receiving is now becoming part of your daily thoughts, your actions, and your decisions. This is where change becomes visible, not just inside you, but in the way your life begins to unfold. There will be moments where you look back at who you used to be and feel a quiet sense of distance. Not because you are rejecting your past, but because you are recognizing how much you have grown. The version of you that once doubted everything is slowly fading, replaced by someone who sees clearly and moves with purpose. This shift may feel subtle at first, but over time it will become undeniable. You will realize that you are no longer reacting the same way, no longer thinking the same way, and no longer accepting what once felt normal. Type 1010 if you trust God. One of the most powerful changes you will notice is how you respond to challenges. Where you once felt overwhelmed, you will now feel steady. Where you once hesitated, you will now move with confidence. This does not mean life will stop testing you, but it means those tests will no longer define you. You will face them from a place of strength rather than fear, and that changes everything. There is also a deeper sense of patience growing within you. You are no longer rushing to prove something or to reach a certain point. Instead, you are learning to trust the timing of your life. This patience is not passive, it is powerful. It allows you to move with intention rather than pressure, and it keeps you grounded even when things feel uncertain. As your identity continues to unfold, you will begin to see how your past experiences connect to your present awareness. Things that once felt random or confusing will start to make sense. You will see how each moment played a role in shaping your understanding and preparing you for where you are now. This realization brings a sense of peace because you understand that nothing was wasted. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You are also becoming more selective with your energy. You no longer feel the need to give your time and attention to everything and everyone. You are learning to protect your peace, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. This means choosing where you invest your energy and recognizing what truly deserves your focus. This is not selfish, it is necessary for your growth. There is a clarity in your boundaries now that was not there before. You are beginning to understand what aligns with your identity and what does not. This clarity allows you to say no without guilt and yes with confidence. It allows you to stand firm in your choices, even when others do not understand them. This is a sign that you are fully stepping into who you are. You may also notice that your desires are changing. Things that once seemed important may no longer hold the same value. At the same time, new desires may begin to rise within you, pulling you toward different goals and experiences. This is part of your alignment. Your true identity naturally shifts your focus toward what is meant for you. There is also a deeper connection forming between you and your purpose. You may not have all the details yet, but you can feel that you are moving in the right direction. This connection brings a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond external success. It is a quiet knowing that you are living in alignment with who you are meant to be. Do not be surprised if you begin to feel a stronger sense of responsibility for your life. This is not pressure, it is awareness. You are realizing that your choices matter, that your actions have impact, and that your life carries meaning. This awareness empowers you to live with intention, to make decisions that reflect your truth, and to move forward with confidence. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. There may still be moments where doubt tries to return, where old thoughts attempt to pull you back into familiar patterns. But now, you have the awareness to recognize those moments. You can see them for what they are, and you can choose not to follow them. This is the power of your growth. You are no longer controlled by what you once believed. You are also beginning to trust yourself in a way you never have before. This trust is not based on perfection, it is based on awareness. You understand that you are learning, growing, and evolving, and that is enough. This trust allows you to move forward without constantly questioning yourself. It allows you to make decisions with confidence, even when the outcome is not guaranteed. There is a quiet joy that begins to grow within you as you step into your true identity. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and real. It comes from knowing who you are and feeling aligned with your life. This joy is not dependent on external circumstances. It is rooted in your inner truth, and it will continue to grow as you move forward. You are also becoming more present in your life. Instead of constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, you are learning to be here, in this moment. This presence allows you to fully experience your life, to appreciate what you have, and to move forward with clarity. It brings a sense of calm that supports your growth. There is a strength in you now that cannot be easily shaken. It has been built through your experiences, your challenges, and your willingness to grow. This strength is part of your identity, and it will continue to support you as you move forward. You are no longer fragile, you are grounded and steady,